See the world as if for the first time. See it through the eyes of a child, and you will suddenly find that you are free. Hello everyone, this is His Divine Footprints. Today I'm delighted to present a recitation of Newly Born Eyes, a captivating poem by Nikhil Parekh, an internationally acclaimed and award-winning Indian writer from Ahmedabad. With 10 national records from Limca Book of Records, his writings celebrate love, life and humanity, and he's known for his evocative and soul-stirring verses. The poem invites us to see the world through the pure, untainted gaze and perspective of a newborn, brimming with hope, wonder and infinite possibilities. This poem showcases the child's innate ability to see people for their shared essence, unclouded by bias and judgment of superficial divisions. So, let's dive into the newly born's sight, which sparkles with purity and divine wonder. The title of the poem reads as Newly Born Eyes. For them, there was simply no difference between the diminutively poor and the unfathomably rich, as they considered both to be symbiotically blending and alike. For them, there was simply no difference between the unprecedentedly black and the spuriously white, as they considered both to be handsomely opulent and alike. For them, there was simply no difference between the overwhelmingly tall and absurdly short, as they considered both to be impeccably charismatic and alike. For them, there was simply no difference between the voluptuous rose and the acrimonious thorn, as they considered both to be philanthropically swaying and alike. For them, there was simply no difference between the fathomless clouds and the inconspicuous granules of mud, as they considered both to be magnetically bonding and alike. For them, there was simply no difference between the triumphantly jubilant and miserably defeated, as they considered both to be blissfully equal and alike. For them, there was simply no difference between the vivacious rainbow and silent stones, as they considered both to be God's mesmerizing creation and alike. For them, there was simply no difference between the unshakably powerful politician and the unfortunately struggling poor man, as they considered both to be fantastically surviving and alike. For them, there was simply no difference between the majestically powerful and the scraggly impoverished, as they considered both to be beautifully synergistic and alike. Oh yes, for they were none other than the most omnipotently honest form of the Lord Divine. They were none other than the unconquerable fortresses of everlasting honesty. They were none other than the innocent child's newly born eyes. Viewers, a child reminds us of the beauty we can rediscover through the lens of innocence and see the world free from the scars of cynicism and distortions of corruption. Listeners, hope you liked the recitation. I have recited few verses from the poem, but the complete poem is given in the description box below. Thank you so much.